think I need to turn my telly down actually. Oh dear. And welcome back to part 5 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ultimate Masters Edition Super Deluxe Mega Tournament Blaster 2006 2K47 at Christ if I know. Yeah, so I've not been able to do too much grinding. I've done some, but not a lot. So, free jewel, not much has changed up here. I've done up to 5, and I started on gold, but didn't get all the way through, which isn't too much of a problem because it wasn't going to be unlocking level 5 anyway. And if we'll look in the deck edit here, this is an interesting build. It's a burn deck I've been working on. It's not ideal, but it might be getting some use, and then like this will be like the base model, and then it'll get subbed in with some monsters depending on what's allowed. And I also managed to, hopefully this is saved correctly this time, remake the zombie deck, looking a bit different. Plays fairly well. I've not managed to summon the Reaper on the Nightmare yet, but it's been doing well against stuff like Dark World and stuff when I've been grinding. So that's there. But today we are going to be doing some challenges, and I was wondering what the best way to do this would be, and seeing me struggle hasn't been particularly fruitful or enjoyable, so I've got the guide up on the side here for these dual puzzles basically, so if I do need them I'm gonna not hesitate to use them. But this one's fairly straightforward. You just have to snatch Karibo, summon Karibo, and then multiply Karibo. Sounds like we're having a prayer in a monastery. Okay, and then basically all you have to do is tribute everything, but please make sure that you tribute Cannon Soldier last, otherwise that's a big fat L. And I'm instinctively moving my cursor as soon as it appears, just in case I accidentally click on said Cannon Soldier. Well, yeah, that's fairly easy. I think you could have. There's not many like different routes you can go down that one, really, is there? Let's see. 3 phantoms. Okay, so we have something in the fusion deck here. That's Cyber and Dragon. We have Lemon. Lemon. Hamon, Lord of Striking Thunder, Ravel, and Yulia out on the field. Let me say, I know it's something to do with targeting Sangan. And do I missecure this? I believe I do. Get rid of Hamon. Koitsu. Aitsu. And the naming convention on these cards is Aitsu means that guy or that person, and then Koitsu is this person. I don't know why they're named as such. I don't know why the little blue man on paper aeroplanes, but That's that's those are the cards. What can I say? And we are going to remove not an offering. It's basically 3 trap cards, which will reduce Uriah's strength, and then all we've got left to do is summon Koitsu. That will activate Ravea's ability, but it does not matter. We'll activate Metamorphosis, which you're not able to do nowadays, if I'm not mistaken. Summon Cyber End Dragon, and attack just anyone for game, but we'll attack Uriah. Or Uriah, or I think I'll try and say Uriah on account of it sounding less similar to you, something that sounds like Uriah. And next up is Achilles' Heel. Winning this turn. Okay, so Elemental Hero, Rampart Blaster, Tempest. It's always good to check the graveyards and see what you're working with. So let's start by activating the Forces of Darkness. Select. I'm actually using the guide for this one. The other two I was okay with, but I'm not too familiar with Dark Worlds and stuff. And then flip summon the Magician of Faith. And get the Cheerful Coffin. And then we activate Magicians Unite. We select the Unhappy Girl. That's an unusual scene, seeing that at 3000 attack points. Tribute summon Whitehorn's Dragon in attack position. And then we apparently remove everything from play. And then we activate the Cheerful Coffin. Send gold and silver to the graveyard. Summon him up. And because of Whitehorn D's effect, it gains 300 points for every spell card removed there. And then we need to attack Elemental Hero Tempest with the Whitehorn's Dragon, I believe. And the only thing that can beat over Rampart Blaster is the Unhappy Girl. And then we attack with the other two for game. So yeah, this is a very frequent occurrence for Spellcaster Dark Worlds when fighting by Guankar when fighting E-Heroes. God damn, some of these have come off as like, oh yeah, that could be useful, but others, not so much. Okay, so we have to activate the effect of Cybernetic Magician. Let's see, I'm reading the guide on this one. Discarding a monster. That'll destroy, and then I believe we have to do this again, maybe? Yeah, so basically we are making room for Scapegoat here. Good. Then we turn you to defense position. Then activate backup soldier. To get back all these cards. Next we zero gravity. Everything gets changed to attack mode. And now we just have to make 3 of these tokens 2000 attack points with Cybernetic Magician's ability. And once again I'm going to be bloody careful not to target an already targeted one. Oh wait, I suppose it's not as difficult to muss this up unless you target Cybernetic Magician and make his attack lower. Because if it's 2000 you can't increase or decrease or make its attack 2000 when it's already 2000, if that makes sense. Ah yeah, scapegoat beatdown. You gotta love it. GG! Next up is an eternal flame. My apologies. Let's see, we've got a new doy on the field, Ancient Gear Soldier, Option Hunter, Jinzo number 2, is it? Or number 1? Jinzo number 7. Jinzo Ningen. Let's see, and then we've got all these down here. So I think we have to start by putting you in attack position of all things, and then entering the battle base. Attack Eudoria. Chain Option Hunter. And then we attack Eudoria. And its effect will activate. And we're forced to go into main phase 2, where we activate Tremendous Fire. And then we chain. I thought this was trying to do Ecstasy Spark for a second, don't know why. Serial Spell, discarding Premature Burial. We just have enough to live. Booyah! Frog. Return of Koitsu. Pulling this phone. List. Yeah, this is the only time I've ever got to see, I think, your deck without just only having the option to surrender if you pass turn 10. So we have 1 Death Fog in there. Also, we have double attack, Tadpole, and I'm assuming this is going to be D3S. Yes. Excavation of the main stones. Apparently we need to activate this first. I'm using the guide again to discard Tadpole and a Treeborn Frog in order to add polymerization, and then we tribute summon Deathflog at attack position. Don't know if we have a particular one to doesn't say which one we should be using here. Wait, let's just check. We have a Tadpole in the graveyard, so okay, anyway. We can always replay this after the fact. Choose the one in the deck. Activate Poly. I believe I've cocked up. I think I was supposed to discard Treeborn Fog as D3S gets attack based on the number of Treeborn Fogs in the graveyard or something to that effect. But I know what I'm doing now. Tadpole and Treeborn. Poly. Summon. I blame the guide, to be honest, because I don't think the one I'm looking at mentioned. Oh no, it did. I just can't read apparently. Bugger me. Get one from the deck. Use Poly. Dupe. Skidoop. Yes, so the thing about the card on the opposite side of the field is that it is the Dark Door. It's an interesting stall card, and it allows only one monster to attack per turn on either side of the field. But if you have a monster that can attack multiple times, such as in this situation with a monster that's had double attack used on it, or something like Matters has a Zapper, or something along those lines, you can kind of navigate that. Equipped power. Okay, we've not got a lot of options here. It's just who do we tribute over? Let's see. We need to tribute Benkei and Iron Knight. Activate Guilford the Legend's effect. Equip both Fusion Sword Murasame Blade and Divine Sword Phoenix Blade to Hayabusa Knight. And I guess you do this one at a time. Okay, and then it's just a simple of, yeah, that's not going to be able to be over. So, speaking of double attacking monsters, Hayabusa Knight is one. Funny fact, the reason I mentioned Matazar Zapper earlier is that it had an interesting interaction with it playing against the Warrior deck earlier. I had this whole big plan laid out. I was going to snatch steal something from their side of the field, tribute summon, and swing for game. Unfortunately, I couldn't activate Snatch Steal. I was like, what's going on here? And it turns out that, well, you only really know Matazar for like the double attacking thing, but it also has another effect for control of it not being able to switch, which I was like, that's never come up in a game before. Which I was like, well, would you look at that? So this challenge duel is unlocked after dueling 5 times in free duel mode. We need to first set Soul Release, and this is going to be basically focusing on getting as many cards removed from play as possible. Okay. Then we need to activate Giant Trunade. And because Banisher of the Light's on the field, we get a additional card removed from play. Next, Soul Release. to select one monster from this, and then does it matter? I guess 2 DD Dynamites and 2 DD Assailants. Normal summon the Ancient Sun Helios. Attack position. And then I guess we special summon Duo Magiste. Oh. Turn Basher of the Light into attack position apparently. And then we're going into the battle phase. This face down card is Needleworm. And that's going to remove enough cards to buff Homunculus Gold up to where it can beat over FGD, or 5-God Dragon, and then we attack with Banisher for life again. That one's slightly more likely, given that it focuses around a deck that some people would actually play, like with the removal from play aspects and stuff. Oh, we've got a lot of these unlocked. Deary me. Anteater Hunter. So this is unlocked after dueling 10 times during free duel. Let's have a look here. What do you do again? Interesting. Serious Mirror Force, that's going to be annoying. And there's a Kuribo in the deck. Let's start by activating Generation Shift. And we'll select Disciple of the Forbidden Spell. Because that's the only one we've got in the deck. That's the only one we can get. Or we could have gotten Excellion, but it gets necessary for this effect to go off by a Quankar. And then we special summon Anteater Eating Ant. By tributing Next to the Lost and Forceful Sentry. Just get rid of the back wheel. And then we'll get rid of Mirror Force. Now we summon Disciple of a Forbidden Spell. And we select Dark, I believe. Enter the battle phase. And then we just attack the game. Easy enough. Skyscraper, Elemental Heroes. Let's see, we just need to defeat Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and take the W. Polly in the graveyard, and the fusion deck contains Flame Wingman and Shining Flare Wingman. I'm guessing we need to get an extra Polly out. Doom, doom, doom. Let's see. A bit polymerization. Only got one one choice that we can do at the moment. Then we activate Poly again. Then we activate Premature Burial. See, the thing you would be tempted to do is get Sparkman having higher attack, but that would reduce Shining Flare Wingman's attack, which would put it at 3,400, which would not be enough to beat over Blue Eyes Ultimate. So, a little bit of an interesting twist there. And then the effect activates, burning for 4,500, equal to the attack of Blue Eyes Ultimate. And then conveniently we have 500 left. I don't know if I mentioned that one was unlocked when you get 15 wins or duels in free duel. Likewise, this is done with 20. Right to the death. Need to set Fissure. So we've got a lot of annoying monsters here. This one can't be destroyed. This one attacks directly for, but could be fused to make Nightmare or Reborn the Nightmare. Yomi Ship destroys any card that destroys it. We've got the Dark Dawn on the field, and Mirror Force, and non-spellcasting Arena. And Blue Eyes is being summoned by Call of the Haunted. So let's summon Wild Heart. Turn Blue Eyes into defense position and activate Cyclone Boomerang, equipping it to Wild Heart. And activate Stop Defense on the Yomi Ship. Where are we going with this? Attack Yomi Ship. Mirror Force doesn't affect Wild Heart on account of he's not affected by traps. And then Cyclone Boomerang activates and we're good. Bloody hell, that looks like a fucking nightmare. Towards Tomorrow is unlocked after 25 duels in free duel. And the problem cards here appear to be Foxfire and particularly Marshmelon. Now we have the Charmer cards and we have the relevant summoning things. So I'm guessing the trick here is to figure out which one of these to snap. Oh, you've even got the familiars. Ah, that's a nice little theme, isn't it? Okay, so in order to win here, we need to take control of Foxfire. And then, let's see. Now we special summon Heataf on the deck. Next we flip summon. We're just going to go in order here. And rinse and repeat. Oh. And these guys' effects are interesting. It's interesting enough that you can summon it from the deck. Let's just go through again. I'm guessing it's... Interestingly enough, these guys are getting sent to the graveyard instead of returning control, which is unusual. Did I misread this effect? Oh, and one monster. Me so silly. Right, now here's where it gets interesting, I think. If I've not cocked off already. Okay, let's get into the battle phase. We need to attack Marshmallow with Win, apparently. We don't activate that yet, I don't think. We get rid of the Kuribo. Then we activate Wind Art Miyabi. Okay. Next we attack with Water area. And familiar possessed Osa. And we also attack with Hita. Now we activate Spiritual Earth Art Kurogane. And then we special summon Orsa. You can't tell I'm reading this, can you? And then we attack with Orsa. I might have missed something here. Bear with me, I think I've buggered up. I think I must have needed to get rid of that Kuribo. Yeah, looking like a big fat L there. Whoopsie poopsie. There's just a fuckload of text here doing this, like... Stung stung tung. I'm actually using the search function. Okay, I think think we might have it this time. I need to... Bloody hell, what a shit, so... No, and then... Okay. Activate the deck. Get rid of Foxfire. Get Hita. Osa. And then activate the deck. Get Familiar Possessed Osa. Now we don't go in order, we go and get the Wind Charm out. We take control of Petite Dragon. And activate from the deck. Getting Familiar Possessed Wind. In attack mode. Now here's where I cocked up. Need to use area. Wait, no. Need to get control of that first. Then we activate Aoi. Tributing Gigabyte and getting rid. I believe I've done that right. Possibly. Battle phase. Events win, was it? To make the most, get the most damage out. Then we activate Miyabi. Get you back. Let's see. Attack with everybody. Okay, I think I should have enough life points this time. Whoever came up with this was sadistic as fuck. Attack position. And then kill an eye. Ah, fucking hell. And for that you get 600. Whoop-de fucking do. Oh. Next up is the Autobots. Transform and roll out. Except, hopefully we're gonna light our darkest hour here. This is unlocked after 30 jewels. In free jewel mode. I'm gonna summon the Decayed Commander. And we're going to activate his effect to get Zombie Tiger. And I'm guessing we'll put him in whatever position because he's just gonna get equipped. Yaha. And then we enter the battle phase, apparently. Attack Valkyrie with the Decayed Commander. Then we activate Rollout to get Zombie Tiger back from the grave. Equip it to Decayed Commander. Then we activate Combination Attack. Pardon me, I shouldn't. I should pay more attention when I'm doing these. I activated the wrong card. Silly me. I hope you're not using this as a guide. Just use the game facts for that I'm using, but pay more attention. Oh, dearie me. Yup. 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 And then... You know what the funny thing is? I'd probably be more successful if I was actually using my head and like... like not reading, like going back and forth between screens. I should, if anything, I should probably move my laptop to like a similar position so I can just look at both screens at the same time. Okay, so it's not the trap card that we have to activate, it's combination attack, which is a quick play, so we can activate it from the hand. Okay. Activate directly zombie tiger. Then, okay, I think we're on to something. Now we have enough attack to swing for game. Yeah, you'll be able to just figure these out if you don't use the guide as well, but like, ain't nobody got time for that. Got Elemental Hero Elixir. Is that just a really badly translated elixir? Or I think I discussed this last time, but... Okay, so... Getting rid of those tokens, all we need to do is get rid of Soul Tiger. Now we need to flip summon the Magician of Faith. Getting creature swap. Now I need to tribute summon the creator by tributing the Magician of Faith and Money to Bug. I thought I would have been creature swapping one of them. Activate the effect of the creator. Selecting Soul Tiger. And discarding Tsukuyomi. And I'm guessing I'm gonna put you in attack position and creature swap that. I don't think I chain anything. And then, because you only have one monster, you have to choose that, basically. And then, Booyah. It's important to attack with Elixir first, because otherwise you lose that boost. Probably, I don't know if it matters, but it looked like it mattered. The attack went down. I was like, oh, yeah. Zoa Wall of Zoa. Man must be cheating to have 3 metal Zoa on this side of the field. Oh, Christ alive. Can I just give me Wants to Be Born and then fucking activate Dark Hole? Okay. We'll start off with back to square one. Discarding Hysteric Fairy, or Historic Fairy, or whatever. selecting any Divine Dragon Exilion. Activate Tribute to the Doomed. Discarding Dark Hole. And selecting a Dark Dragon Exilion. Next of all, activate Next to be Lost. Selecting the Exilion in my... Wait, what? Okay, yes. God, that's confusing reading this. Okay. Now we activate Monster the Incarnation by discarding Premature Burial, apparently. And I'm probably guessing we get back a Divine Dragon Exilion. And then we Tribute Summon Divine Dragon Exilion to summon Divine Dragon Exilion. And its effect will be activated. Pick the first and the third effects. So we raise its attack by 1000. What do you mean, third effect? There's no third effect. Oh, because it's got rid of the first effect. Okay. That gets confusing. I thought you'd have... I guess you can only choose from one then. Well, there you go. Never clear. Next up we have the Alphabet Gang, VWXYZ. Okay, let's guess what's in here. Different Dimension Master. Discard one spell card from your hand, special summon one of that monster that is currently removed from play. Wait, discard one spell card from your hand, special summon one of your monsters that is currently removed from play. And have have I got anything that's removed from play? No, so I'm guessing I might have to remove something from play. And the fusion jet is... yeah, okay. Okay. Lord of D, I might have to get rid of that. Let's start to get wing. And we activate Premature Burial. Selecting Different Dimension Master. And we normal summon. And then we click on the fusion deck to remove from play these two. Put you in attack position, I'm guessing. And then we activate Giant Trunade. And I mentioned this previously on another episode, but because we're bouncing back and not destroying the cards that were equipped to Premature Burial and Call of the Haunted are not destroyed as a result of them getting removed from the field. Now we have to special summon VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon by getting rid of XYZ Dragon Cannon and VW Dragon Catapult to summon VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. Thank God it's not the one where we have to get the arm tracking ones as well. Oh, bloody hell. What were they thinking when they came up with that? And now we have to get... now we have to discard Premature Burial. Not that we can activate it anyway. on account of not having the life points. And then we're gonna get XYZ Dragon Cannon. And we'll put you in attack mode. And then we use so many fucking letters in this guy. This is unreal. Different dimension, yeah, activate XYZ Dragon Cannon, discarding Call of the Haunted. Not like we'll be using that anyway because it's a trap card and it's going to have to be set. Get rid of Lord of D so we can target the Blue Eyes. Activate again by discarding Polly. To destroy one of the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons now that Lord of D has gone. Next, activate the effect of VWXYZ Dragon Cannon. I'm guessing we're going to get rid of the other Blue Eyes Ultimate White Dragon. Yaha. Okay. Bloody hell, what a state. And it's not like we can run into this with anything here. Okay. Attack Big Shield Garner with VWXYZ Dragon Catapult. And I can activate its effect to turn it to attack position. And then just attack for game. Bloody hell. For when you're dueling against Yugi Kaiba shipping role players, apparently. Another clear. Bloody hell. Funnily enough, this next one's unlocked by having 50 jewels in free jewel. Ooh, what a funk. At the beginning of the end. It's getting a bit too close to home, really. Okay. Can't believe I'm saying this. We're going to start by summoning Petite Morph in attack position. Then we activate multiplication of ants. Does it matter what positions they're in? Probably not. I'm assuming we're going to get rid of them in a second. Activate the end of the world as we know it. I'm going to summon Demise by tributing the 2 ant tokens. Attack mode. Flip summon Spirit Caller. Getting Avion out. Yes, you can tell I'm definitely using the guide right now. In attack position. Lip summon the Magician of Faith to regain End of the World. Activate End of the World. And then we need to get rid of Kozaki, Magician of Faith, Spirit Caller, and Avion. Okay, here's where it gets tricky, I think. Battle phase. I'm going to attack with Ruin. Activate its effect. Now attack again. The direct attack. Then I think we attack with Demise. Then we activate Ojama Trio. Then we activate Mystic Walk, with it being a quick play, getting rid of Ruin. Doesn't matter which, because Demise's effect requires 2,000 life points. And then we activated destroying everything, and Ojama tokens do their thing, and that is game. Wiggle out of that. Oh god, it's Petite Morph again and multiplication events. If it's not too obvious, there's quite a lot of overlap with some of these, so you'll see multiple. You would have thought they'd spread it out and make it a bit like more unique, but I guess they ran out of ideas. Let's start by setting Statue of the Wicked and activating Premature Burial to get Breaker back. Next we need to activate Multiplication of Ants. Next we activate the Book of Tayo. I'm gonna sneeze. Bless me, aggravation. Anyhow, if we want to look past that travesty of a sneeze, Magical Plant Mandragola, I said it right, puts a spell count on something on the field, and the only thing that can have a spell counter is Breaker, so it goes on Breaker automatically. Now we have to activate Breaker's effect to assumingly destroy the trap card that we've set, which will get us more tokens. Normal summon Parasite Tiki in face up attack position. Activate Optic Camouflage Armor and equip it to Parasite Tiki. I'm guessing battle phase next. Now we have to attack with the Army Ant token to get rid of Cobra Jar, which will spawn more tokens. And then we attack Magical Mangadora with Breaker. Next, we activate Ojama Trio now that there's 3 spaces. And that puts Tiki up to 3,500. That's the only time you're ever gonna see that. Yeah, this kind of suffers the same thing as some like old Street Fighter trials, in the sense that, I mean, sure you can do this. It's not practical, if anything. So that one was unlocked by 60 joules in free mode. Funnily enough, this one's done by 70. It's Commence Counter Attack. Let's see, we've got a Dust Tornado, Emergency Provisions, Magician of Faith, Bottomless, Sakuretsu, Skull Discovery Knight. Let's start by flipping that Skull Discovery Knight face up with swords. Next we'll activate Dust Tornado to destroy Bottomless. And we'll chain that with emergency provisions. And what am I getting rid of? Sending Book of Tayo, Swords, and Dust Tornado to the graveyard. And then, yep, it's like, what am I doing? I can get 3,000 life points. Do I set something now or not? No. Activate Brain Control to get Chiron the Mage. Flip Summon the Magician of Faith. Selecting Brain Control. But what's this? Skull Discovery Knight's effect will activate. To chain Divine Wrath in order to counteract that. And we'll discard Luminous Soldier and then activate the effect of Dark Ruler Vandalgion. Chain for days, boys. Do I chain anything to this? I don't think so. Attack mode, I'm guessing. Get Luminous Soldier. Do I chain this? No. Attack mode. Well, I mean, yes, but I'm not chaining anything. And then we're using Brain Control again to get Ancient Gear Golem. Next we activate System Down. Paying 1,000 life points, you get removed from play. All machine monsters on your opponent's side of the field and in the graveyard. Now we're going to activate Chiron the Mage. And get rid of that Sakuretsu armor. And then I think we just have enough damage here to attack for game. I bloody hope so. Oh, would you look at that, it's exact. Another successful puzzle completed. Break the seal. Speaking of, I haven't gone out drinking in a very long time. Ah, looks like we might have to summon Exodia. So we have one piece in the graveyard and we have 3 in the deck. Gravekeeper's Servant is going to be the annoying thing, as every time you attack it discards the top card of your deck to the graveyard. What does Emissary of the Afterlife do? When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, each player selects one level 3 or lower normal monster from their decks and adds it to their hands after showing it to the opponent. The decks are then shuffled. Okay, so for this one we're going to have to summon said Emissary of the Life, and we'll equip Mystic Tomato with the Axe of Despair. To the battle phase we go. I'm going to attack Mind Golem with the Emissary of Darkness, which will discard a card to the graveyard. Next, I'm guessing we're going to attack Summon Skull, although this guide says Summon Skill. Do not activate Mystic Tomato's effect. Interesting. Yeah, gonna actually sacrifice Emissary with Axe of Despair. And I get a Forbidden one. I'm guessing we now have the requirements to get all the Exodia pieces back from the graveyard and win the duel. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba, but it does contain Exodia, the Forbidden One. Ah, Exodia! It's not possible! No one's ever been able to summon him. Exodia, obliterate! Do miss watching all Yu-Gi-Oh! And I know those impressions weren't good, but just give me a break. This is unlocked at 90 times dueling in free duel mode. This is Dragon Killer. And Jesus Christ, what a clusterfuck. Okay, so we're going to activate Mystic Plasma Zone, getting rid of the Tree of Life, is that? Oh, Gaia Power. Silly, mate. Next, we have to activate Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy our own United We Stand. How the fuck do we do that then? Oh wait, no, I've skipped a few steps here. We're still good though. Activate Vageki Break. Discarding Penumbral Gelady. And we'll be destroying Gravity Bind. Now we've got space to activate said MST and destroy the United We Stand. Again, this is another Guildford, like, cheap OTK / whatever. Equip a Master of Dragon Soldier with Horn of a Unicorn. Aight. This is interesting. Tribute summon Guildford the Legend by tributing Mystic Swordsman level 4, Zombie at the Dark. I don't know why I kept reading as if that was gonna have additional effects of things to read when it's only a 2 tribute summon. Equipping United We Stand on Cliff the Trap Remover and the Twin Swords of Flashing Light twice on Amazoness Swordswoman. Twin Swords of Flashing Light. Amazoness Swordswoman. We put the other one on it as well, okay. This is a very important combination to learn if you're playing fucking Warrior Dark Scorpions equips with Amazons against dragons. Jesus wept. Battle Face. Attack Master of Dragon Soldier equipped with the Horn of the Unicorn twice with Amazoness Swordswoman twice for the win. And Amazoness Swordswoman's effect, of course, is every time you would be taking battle damage, your opponent takes it instead. I think we'll do this next one and we'll do some packs after that. Never mind, I have apparently not done 100 duels. Of course I haven't, because I haven't done the 5. Silly me. Never mind, we're going under the packs. So, if I was more prepared, what I would have done is figured out what packs certain cards were in, which would have been good in my burn deck. Actually, come to think of it, let's see how many I've got in Blue Eyes. I'm trying to think where Burning Land is It might be in Metal Vaders, but it might also be in LOB, so we'll do a couple Metal Vaders. The reason I want Burning Land is that it's a card that will do burn damage every standby phase, and it doesn't take up your back row like other continuous spell cards would. Let's see, so there's a lot of cards in Metal Vaders. You can see the percentages barely filling up, even though we're getting 5 news all the time. Tremendous Fire will be good for the burn deck. As will cannons, well, it depends on what monsters you can use. Let's see, Sangan, very nice to get. Soul Release, Tamashii Kaiho. Get some more Metal Vaders. Speaking of, you know what I haven't had in a while? Space Raiders. Not the game. Well, I haven't played that in a while, but like the, or is it Space Invaders? Space Invaders is the game, Space Raiders is the crisps. Solemn, very nice. Time Magic, go! Wait, did I get baby? Oh, I got Time Wizard and Baby Dragon and Baby Dragon! Oh, if only I get Kunai with Chain as well. Beast Robotja. This is basically season 1 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime as a pack. I got the Black Skull Dragon, Jilai Gumo. Harpy Lady, Kitchen Powered, Thunder Dragon. Also, I think, did we get one? Where's the fusions? I think we might have got one previously, but for some reason, Thunder Dragon is there. In this one, it was, I think, common. Was it common? It might have been common. I don't remember seeing it as particularly rare, but then like Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, which was actually had a rare rarity. It was common, which is a bit unusual. Shadow Girl, Gate Guardian. He's on the same level of Exodia. Share the Pain. Christ Eagle. Mask of Darkness is quite nice to get. Dark Elf. Catapult Turtle. Thousand Dragon. Yeah, Yoke. Kunai with Chain. Gaboozes. Note to self, actually practice impressions before starting to do them randomly on the spot. So we've got 80% in this one, so we'll probably move on to another pack after this. Another Tremendous Fire is nice. Sweegan, Summon Skull. Let's see. Next up, we're going to. Oh, I might as well get 80 on this. Just ignore that I cocked up the opening there. Confiscation, Wall Shadow. Nope. Thank you. Jesus, this GameCube controller, man. Like, my PlayStation one's apparently the one with a problem, but this one's giving me more grief. Relinquished Ritual Spell. Which is funny because I think on the original Relinquished card there was so much text that it omitted that it needed a Ritual Spell in order to be summoned. So it's one of those situations like Leviathan Dragon where something does have the it does have that requirement, but it's omitted from the card text. Okay, we can now either do any of these, or we can do these cards and waste a lot of money on them. Let's have a look. Which one do I want? Try and remember which one's in each pack. I know we'll need elemental heroes at some point, and I do think there's a couple in Lost Millennium, because I think this is the first GX archetype pack that came out. Ancient Gears, we've got the familiar cards there, and there's Clayman, Sparkman. For those wondering why, or who have forgotten why these aren't coming up as new, even though, excuse me, we've just opened the packs, it's because you get given that Elemental Hero, well, semi-Elemental Hero starter deck as the start, as your like trunk. Card of Sanctity, not as good as it is in the anime, unfortunately. When we have all cards in your hand and on your side of the field, draw cards until you have 2 cards in your hand, not just draw 6 cards. God, imagine having that. Bloody hell. Card of Sanctity! With Chef, the Being of Dark Destruction, or with Chef the Dark Being, rather. Yeah, lots of Sphinx cards. Rock Bombardment, another Brain Control. A Death Wombat for one of your Australian fans. Monk Fighter. Oh, this is the one with Junzuki, the Iron Mouse, I think it's called. Or yeah, there's a mouse fighting card which it's just a normal monster, but it has, I think it's got something to do with that monk card, if I recall correctly. King of the Skin Servants. Is that Ultimate Instinct level 7? I believe it is. That could be quite crippling if you manage to get that out. 2 of them, haha. What is that? Pikelu's Second Sight. Marley Cannon. Yeah, this is basically the Exiled Dead cards. Ah, now this could be useful. Elemental Mistress Dorido, providing we have its ritual spell. Speaking of, there it is. And we also got Ancient Gear. Ancient Gear Golem! It's that sort of like thing holding me back, thinking like I could try and maybe raise my volume and get a bit more effort into doing the impressions, but at the same time it's like I have flatmates and my window's open, so yeah. See if we can't get to 80 with this. Gift of the Martyr. It just has monk on it, it's not monk support. Familiar. Oh, it's not going well, this pack opening. Not going well at all. Oh dear. Oh, bugger me. Well, it just wants to see me wasting more money on this. Legendary Black Belt is monk support, I think. Yeah, True Scare. As in true, as in, get it? Master. Or Master Monk. When the equipped monster destroys your opponent's monster and send it to the graveyard of battle, inflict damage to your opponent's life points equal to the defense of the destroyed monster. I was going to say my black belt doesn't do that, but then again, I don't have a black belt. I only managed to get up to the one before it. Hopefully I'll be picking that back up in a couple of months. The exercise regime's going well enough, so hopefully I can get that black belt before moving on in my life. Cross Sphinx. Battery Man. Awesome. Just need like 2 more of them for it to be any use. And hello. I believe this is a... Is it secret or ultra maybe? In this pack I think it might have been secret. I forget which corresponding flashing means which one in this, but it's good to have. And we have 3,300 left. Do we have anything which is 3,000? Doesn't look like it. You know what? I'm pretty sure Burning Land is in here. So I'm just gonna see if we can't unlock the full pack. We got one new card. If only we could play multiple pot of greeds, that would be stellar. 13th grave. Is it the 13th or 12th? 13th, yeah. Kagamusha of the Blue Flame. Gaia. Never Blue Eyes. Wasteland. I'm fairly certain Burning Land's in here and I just haven't got it for some reason. If not, well, if I do get anything new, it'll be a pack complete. It's just whether we get it or not. I bet it'll be on like the first two if we do. If not, we'll probably haven't got it. Hain's quite useful as a trap hole for some of these decks. Another Dark Magician's always nice. It's not looking good. Well, another Poly's okay, I suppose. I'm actually going to Google, which I should have probably done that beforehand, but that's just silly of me. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I don't have one in my deck either, because I searched it before and nothing came up. Specify that it's Yu-Gi-Oh! No, I don't want to go on images. I don't know why it's clicking like way higher than it should be. Oh, come on. Oh, I've clicked on the wrong thing, haven't I? Yeah, some of these sites are fucking useless. They don't have the information that they say what they bother should have. And this looks a bit more promising. Oh no, it's in Pharaoh's Servant, so it's actually in this one. Well, bugger me sideways. I guess that's what I'll be farming next. Speaking of, we might as well look at, first of all, we'll look at the status. Looking a bit healthier. Total is now at 19%, it was at 2% beforehand. Seeing that, oh, and we've just missed out on 69 for Dual Puzzle. And become sad. It shows how far we got through Dual Puzzles though. I guess for next time I'm gonna have to farm up quite a lot so I can do these limit jewels and theme jewels. Maybe make a few custom decks and go from there. So yeah, I'm gonna call the stream there. Thanks for anyone who watches this. As always, please feel free to give some feedback. And wait, where's my outro slide? There's the outro slide. Oh yeah, what happened the other day with Crash Bandicoot? I was supposed to stream CDR, and I forgot. I just completely forgot. I was doing other stuff, and when it got to like 9 o'clock, I was like, I should have been doing something today. And then I was like, oh fuck, I forgot to stream. Like, oh bugger. Well, I guess I just had a extended lie-in today for it. It wasn't because I was playing Diablo. I swear to Christ, I was off that by at least 4, maybe 6. I was off in time to stream, I know that much, but I was doing other stuff like CV stuff and looking for jobs. Oy, oy. But yeah, and that's going to be it for this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tune back in on... It's Digimon Thursday, Crash TV Spider. Tune back in on Saturday for more Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're watching these live. I do especially appreciate it if you watch it live. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.